boy to lead it off here. 1, 2, 3, go.
All right, what's going on, guys? It's Keith McMillan here with the Off the Mat podcast, and I'm here with my co-host
Brian Harris. Howdy do?
Yeah, what's going on, man? How's everything?
It's well. Everything's well. Just got back from visiting my mom, so
yes,
nice and chilling.
I was just talking about how nice and calm Brian is.
Yeah.
His for those people out there, his aura was really red and vicious before he left. So.
Whoa, bro! I wouldn't describe it as red and vicious.
You had a lot on your plate, and you back now is a refreshing energy.
Yeah, man. I mean, you got to hit the reset button, right? I had a really, really good time visiting my mom. We did shit every single day. She lives in Michigan, right off Lake Huron. She has a lake house there. And, yeah, we were out on the lake every day, and I was hanging out with my mom every day, which I see her probably like 3 times a year. You know, we got Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then one visit throughout the year at some point.
So when's the last time you saw her?
Christmas.
Yeah.
Yep. That's about how it goes. I mean, you get it more than anybody. When's the last time you saw your mom?
I haven't seen my mother in about 4 years, probably.
Yeah. You get it more than anybody, dude. Yeah. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm actually going home.
Which is dope, right? Tell about that.
Yeah, I'll be going home to visit my mother so she can see the babies.
Here at Off the Mat Podcast, we believe in visiting your mothers.
Yeah, you know, we
support moms.
It's crazy how you get wrapped up in life and then time passes you by, and then there's someone, even as my mother, it's like, oh, it's been years since I've seen this individual that has the most influence and love for me in my life, and I am now appreciating time more. And we're going home. We wanted my mother to come here for her birthday, but unfortunately my mother's not the healthiest at the moment. She's going through some issues, so it's gonna be exciting to go home and visit her. I get to go to my hometown and bring my 2 daughters, who are now 9 months, and you know, I'm very, very blessed and grateful I have this opportunity, because it's my mom. It's my mommy, you know, and I never want to. I don't want this much time to pass by ever again. I think I took it for granted. I took it for granted living my life, being who I wanted to be, and as sometimes I think we all need to take a deep breath and understand what got us to this point. My mother was a big influence, for better or for worse, get me to this point in my life to where I am who I am. So I can't wait to see you.
You a mama's boy?
I am. I'm a big mama's boy.
Right there for that.
Oh, man.
Mama's boy, too.
I mean, what was it
No shame.
What was it like seeing your mother? You know, because y'all like had a vacation.
Yeah, for real. Because every day we were out on the lake. We were fucking on the boat. We went kayaking. I went kayaking 2 days in a row. Like, first day we did 2 miles, and I was like, let's do more next time. Or no, we did 4 miles the first day, and then the second day I did 8 miles because 4 miles wasn't enough for me. And then, and then I went paddleboarding on the third day. And the best part about it, and I told my mom this too the other day, because I didn't realize it until like halfway through the trip. So I actually like brought my laptop with me with the intention of working for the gym while I was in Michigan, because I'm still in charge of like all the messaging, and like if someone messages the website or submits information, you know, I'm the guy that reaches out to them and is like, hey, if you're interested in trying on a class, yada yada yada. Right. So I was gonna keep up with that while I was out of town. I wasn't gonna make anyone else do it or let messages pile up while I was out of town. So I brought my laptop with me so that way I could work on that while I was gone. And my mom, she is a workaholic. Like, she's got 2 phones. She's got tablet and a laptop, all that she carries with her pretty much 24/7, all of which are work related. Right. Except one of her phones is a personal phone. So she's got a phone, tablet, and laptop from fucking work that she has to keep up with all that shit. And like two Bluetooth devices too. It's crazy watching her like do her thing whenever she's working. She travels 48 weeks out of the year. She's constantly traveling for work, just working all the time. Right. Anytime like I visit with my mom, and it's always been this way. It's like she half the time she's working. So like I'll wake up in the morning and mom's in the kitchen on her laptop. And that's whether she's visiting me at my house or I'm visiting her at her house or we're at our aunt and uncle's house or my aunt and uncle's house like in St. Louis like for Christmas or whatever the case may be. Like I'll wake up, she'll be on her laptop, and then later on she'll get phone calls. She'll have to step out and talk to somebody for an hour or so. Whatever the case may be, just constantly working. This time she didn't work one bit while I was out
Wonderful.
there. Not at all.
Wonderful.
Not at all. She put it on do not disturb, closed the laptop, turned off the second phone, and she didn't work at all. So then I was like, well, if mom's not working, I'm sure as fuck ain't working. Closed my laptop, put it down, and I think that's kind of what you're seeing as far as like how you were saying, like I kind of hit the reset button.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know, you got to clear your head. I'm always on my phone. You know, I like scrolling through, even if it's like, I don't even, you know what's funny? I don't know the last time I've uploaded a photo or updated my profile on Facebook or anything, but I'm constantly always on it, checking, scrolling through.
Yep.
And even like the other night I was sitting down with my lady and, you know, we had the babies by our side and I'm just flipping through and she's like talking to me. I'm like, okay.
Have no idea what she said.
I have no idea what's going on. So for this trip, and I'm happy you said something, because I think that's wonderful that you guys got to interact and enjoy each other. That's what I want to do this time. I'm bringing my camera home.
Yeah.
So I can take photos of the family and my mother with the babies, and so they have those memories. But I'm going to limit my phone activity. I have no, unless I'm calling to see if any of my hometown friends are around.
Yeah.
I don't want to sit there. I want to actually enjoy hours and moments with my mother, my sister, my niece and nephews, because I don't know the next time I'll be back in Florida.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
everyone's
it's
growing
been
up.
4 years since you saw your mom.
Exactly. You know, everyone's older now, and my nephew and my...
It gets harder, too, whenever they get older, because
Yeah.
everybody has more shit going on, so then it's like, it's harder to get your guys' shit to line up, you know?
Yeah,
So where it's like, oh, you ain't got shit going on? I ain't got shit going on, too. Let's make something happen. Typically, it's like, that's great you ain't got shit going on. I got a fuckload of stuff going
right,
on.
right. So I just want to have that moment. Obviously, I need to check in with my lady because this is going to be the first time she's been away from the babies.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it's awesome.
Got to hit that FaceTime game.
Yeah, no, I'll be on there, even though I'll find it silly, you know.
What, FaceTime?
Yeah, I don't do it a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I had a big-ass head, man.
You know what's hilarious is the motherfuckers here at the gym, like Matt, Zach, James, all that. That's all they do is FaceTime each other.
Really?
It's the craziest shit. Like, I've had Matt, like, FaceTime me before, and I'm like, why the fuck are you FaceTiming me? I don't want to look at you. What the hell are you doing? What the fuck? Just
Yeah.
call me.
Yeah.
Shoot me a text. Why are we
Yeah.
FaceTiming? But, no, it ain't bad. It's kind of cool.
No, I'm gonna do that. Make sure so she can see them. And but yeah, I'm gonna be home. You know, we had a conversation the other day in class with I think it was at jiu-jitsu. No, it was either way after class, jiu-jitsu or MMA. And Zach was pointing out things that we can do to kind of improve time and life in a way. And you know, you've looked at me, he's like, Keith, I'm sure you still write down in your journal, which I do, but I don't do it as frequently as I should. So I need to set my goals. So before I leave, I want to set my goals, and I'm gonna have small goals for this weekend, you know, and especially being home, you know, and I doubt I'll get to see everybody, but I want to make time because I'm only there for like legit 2 days.
Yeah.
I'm only there for 2 days, and I'm back on the flight.
The
back
other
to-
two are travel.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to set goals, and I want to really have a moment or really enjoy being the present.
Yeah.
I spent so much time in the past or looking in the future. You know, I'm this weekend, no phone, no nothing. I'm just gonna enjoy the moment. Look at my mother, you know, tell her how much I love and appreciate her. And you know, this is the first time all of my siblings will all be together.
Mm-hmm.
And we haven't been together since a funeral, so you know it'll be a wonderful experience to be there with all my siblings, and I don't know, and just enjoy the present.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It'd be nice, man. When are you going on that trip?
I'll be there Friday, and then I'll be back Monday. So Friday
for
we
the
travel, yeah. Then Saturday, Sunday I get to enjoy my time, and then Monday I'll be back here Monday morning.
Flying with the babies.
Flying with the babies, man.
Does that make you nervous?
Yes, because I never thought I'd be that parent that would have the kids on the flight and the kids gonna be screaming. And I'm not. Hopefully, I have a smooth flight.
Just put them in a chokehold.
I'm putting a little Benadryl in their drink, in their formula.
Gonna dope up the kids.
Allegedly, I might. I don't know.
Allegedly. I like how you threw that in. That's nice.
No, but I'm praying for a smooth flight, and then whole time they're there, just get to, because they're 9 months. They're not gonna remember this moment.
No.
That's why I'm bringing my camera, and I want to take some cool photos. And then my hometown. What's funny? Being in the present, I know I'm gonna spend time with my mother and hopefully see a couple good friends and family. But I mean, it's funny the way my mind works, because a part of me is like, I need to go settle some debt.
What, people owe you money?
No, just like bullies and shit.
Do you fuck with you?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Nothing. I'm gonna fucking look at them and be like, "What's up, man?" And then fucking be still home, never left Florida. And they'd be like, "You still live here?" And I'd be like, "No, idiot." Like,
are you gonna go do that? Looking for bullies?
No, I'm not gonna go. I wish. If I didn't have my babies, I would. Go on some redemption revenge tour. No,
What are you talking about right
I'm
now?
Psycho, man. I don't know.
You don't want to do that.
No, I don't.
Don't be that guy.
Get pieced up by a bully.
Oh, buddy. All right. What else we got going up right now? I'm competing this weekend. We got that.
Really?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
I did not know that.
I didn't tell you.
I thought you were like banned from competition forever because of your eye.
I was until. So you remember when that submission only guy came in?
Right.
So
for people that don't know, Brian wanted to compete months back in jiu-jitsu, and because of his injury to his eye, they basically told him he cannot compete.
Essentially, they didn't understand the injury is really what it boiled down to. So I messaged the guy that was running the submission challenge tournament, and I was like, hey, this is my situation. I have a detached retina. I use goggles whenever I roll. They don't affect myself or anyone else whenever I roll, but I can't compete anywhere because like IBJJF, you're not allowed to have any headgear, and then most tournaments are just going to be like, yeah, no, we're good. So I reached out to them to see if it was cool, and they responded, and they were like, hey, so let me get this straight just to verify, like, any impact to the head, yada, 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 would do damage. I'm like, no, it's not impact to the head. It's direct impact to the eye. That's what's an issue. So they had still denied me, essentially, is what it was. So then a couple days later, I was working the desk, and I get a phone call, and it's from this guy named Cody, and he's like, hey, I run the submission challenge tournament. I'm in town right now about to run the tournament. I was going to see if I could drop in for your guys' no-gi class. I was like, huh, okay. Yeah, absolutely you can. So I didn't tell him who I was, but whenever he came in, I'm like, I'm fucking rolling with him. I'm going to throw on my goggles and roll with him and show him, like, I'm not a problem. Like, I should be able to compete. And we did. We had a really good roll. And then the first round was fine, and then halfway through the second round, we had a breaking point, and then he like looked up at me and was like, hey, are you the same Brian that was messaging me on Facebook? And I was like, yeah, I was. I'm the one with the eye issue. And he was like, yeah, I'd love to talk to you after class, man, and like get something figured out. So like I was saying, their main concern was like they misunderstood the injury is what it was. They thought it was any impact to the head whatsoever would cause my retina to redetach, and that's not the case. It has to be to the eyeball itself. Like, it has to be on my eyeball. Hence why I wear goggles. So they were saying for legality purposes, their reasoning for saying no was because, like, say for example, if I threw a triangle up on someone and the guy were to pick me up and slam me, which is illegal in jiu-jitsu tournaments.
Of course.
If he were to do that and the ref weren't able to stop it beforehand, that A, being an illegal move, and then 2, if it like detached my retina in the process, there could be legal action that could potentially be taken. Which I was like, dude, I'll sign whatever the fuck you want me to sign.
Right.
I ain't gonna sue you. I just want to roll with people, you know? But yeah, nothing ended up coming of that tournament. And then I want to say like 2 or 3 weeks later, he added me on, or 2 or 3 weeks ago, he added me on Facebook and sent me a message. He was like, hey man, I remember rolling with you. I want you in our tournaments. I got the okay from everybody. You're good to roll. And he was like, and I'm going to go ahead and sponsor you too. So you're good for gi and no gi. Just let me know. Let me know your rank and what your weight is right now. So I messaged him back and yeah, competing this weekend.
Congratulations, man. That's very exciting. I know you haven't got to compete in anything in a long time. And I know you've been here teaching classes and helping people get better. So I'm happy you have an outlet once again to compete.
Trying to eat, dude. I'm trying to eat. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm fucking pumped for it.
Just slipping a little elbow, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if it presents itself, hey, I won't throw like an elbow, but I mean, if I need to create space and your face just happens to be in the way,
ooh,
that's not my fault.
I'm excited for you, man. I hope you come back with a couple of medals. And yeah,
I think they do plaques. They do plaques for submission. At least last time I did a submission only, I have one of the plaques at home. They do plaques whenever you place. Unless you do the fucking absolute, then you get the belt like Tyler and Mike Murray, you know.
Yeah.
So we'll see, but I think they change it every so often because there's also submission challenge medals that are up there too. So we'll see.
All right.
We'll see.
God, that mindset for jiu-jitsu competition is such a different world. I still haven't competed while I was here in Kansas City.
You should.
I know everyone. I mean, I need to, and I want to. I want to.
I think it'll open up a whole new like atmosphere of your game too, because like even like this jiu-jitsu tournament, I'm so fucking excited for this one. It's unreal. And like past jiu-jitsu tournaments, like. I only did one jiu-jitsu, so I did 2 or 3 jiu-jitsu tournaments, and then I started fighting. I had a fight, then I did one more jiu-jitsu tournament, and then I had 3 fights after that. And I was nervous for like all of my jiu-jitsu tournaments for the most part, except for going into my first tournament as a blue belt, which was the last tournament that I did. For some reason, I wasn't worried at all. Like I was worried because Mike Murray and Tyler Trout were there, and they were white belts at the time, and I was like the highest ranking glory guy there at the tournament. So I felt like I had to perform well, you know, like I'm the head guy out of all of these guys. Like I have to get first, you know. That pressure was the only thing that made me nervous. As far as like the actual competition piece itself, like my opponents and the guys I was going up against, I was like, I'm about to fucking go through you like butter. Like, not even completely, not worried at all. My first jiu-jitsu tournament, I was like, all shaking and whatnot. Like, do I know how to pass guard? Like, yeah. No. Now, let's go.
That's exciting.
But I think that comes with actually competing, not with just, like, doing the sport over time. I think if you don't compete and you jump in at, like, the purple belt level, you're going to have those jitters.
What do you think the competition does? Because you say it opens up a new atmosphere in my game. It's like, why do you think competition does that for jiu-jitsu?
I feel like I didn't realize I was holding myself back, but I feel like I was holding myself back before competition.
Okay.
Because it's a whole different intensity whenever you do a competition.
Right.
And you realize that, like, whenever you roll in a competition, it's unlike you've ever rolled before. You've never rolled that hard before. Like I'm telling you that right now. Until you do like a tournament or like a competitive setting, you've never rolled that hard. Even whenever they circle up and it's like you and one other person in the gym, you still have not you have not reached your full potential of rolling.
Okay.
Whenever you roll in your first tournament, you're gonna get done with your first match and you're gonna be like, that's jiu-jitsu. That's what I'm missing. And then you're going to go to practice the next day and you're going to be doing your rolling and shit. And it's going to open up new avenues for you. You're going to realize that there's a whole new intensity. There's a whole new level that you didn't realize was there before, you know?
All right.
I think it clears up your mindset as well, you know? Kind of makes you a little more numb whenever you go in, you know?
All right. Well, there you go. So I need to compete. And if you haven't competed before, you should compete.
I don't think you need to, but I think that you should. I think that if you want to advance your game in jiu-jitsu and truly explore your jiu-jitsu game, then you have to explore every aspect, including the competition side of things. It really does. Like you see it in a whole new light after the first time you compete in a jiu-jitsu tournament. It's a completely different feel.
Yeah.
So yeah. I'm gonna go toss some dudes on their heads. I can't fucking wait, dude. I'm excited. I'm so excited.
Dude.
I'm gonna have a bunch of guys trying to fucking play leg games with me. I'm gonna just knee pummel the shit out of them,
yeah,
pass their guard
now.
like nothing. Oh, let's go.
Let's go.
I say that, and then I'm gonna get my leg ripped off.
I know.
We'll see. I don't give a shit though. I'm just happy I can compete. Let's go. But yeah, look at you. You're looking to compete, right?
Yeah, I'm looking to compete. I have that fire right now in me, and I'm looking to maintain that fire.
That's the chair on the mat, guys. Just so you know.
I'm at my weight right now. I'm at 230. The goal is to get at least to 205. I'll probably hopefully fight at 205. If I can make 185, that'd be nice, but we'll see. But having a conversation with Zach last night, what I want to do is bigger than just taking a fight. It won't be a career choice, but the goal for me mentally is I would love to compete, and I want to get in there and check off the bucket list and say I did this, I competed one good time, and maybe it can lead to different avenues, and I want a deeper knowledge of the game. But for my lifestyle, for me, for my health, I need to get down in weight. People, I think I really don't understand how dangerous it is for me to be heavy, or if you're out there and you're heavy, when the doctor marks on your notes obese, it's a serious condition. And the doctor did put on my notes, I'm obese, and
there's no T, right?
Obese. I've been saying
okay.
Obese. I didn't say obese. Okay. See, you can play that back and listen. But I think people it's a serious condition. But when you think of people that have that problem, you think of the people that can 700 pounds and this is my life on TLC and shit. It's a serious condition, and especially with the diet and everything and the cholesterol being high, I have a high probability or possibility of dropping dead.
Yeah.
And I don't want that, because
that heart attack life.
Right. And it can happen at any moment. Thankfully, it hasn't happened. And hopefully it never happens. But now that I have kids that are 9 months, I want to be there for my daughters healthy as long as I can be there for them.
Yeah.
So, as far as taking a fight, it's going to be cool. I want to make sure I'm 100% prepared and I do my work in and outside the gym. But this is bigger than just a fight. It's without being cheesy, it's a fight for my life. And it's in this hope. And once I get down and maintain the weight, it's something I need to carry with me for the rest of my life. I need to make sure I stay healthy for the rest of my life. And it's crazy, especially getting my blue belt and everything. I thought I was going to be this insane in shape monster, but I'm not. And that's because of me. That's not because of anyone else. The classes here work. The fitness programs here work, but I haven't been putting my time in. So once I take this fight and I get down in weight, I'm going to maintain that lifestyle.
Yeah.
I never want to be 230 again.
How often are you training right now?
A little more than normal. But it's those days outside of the gym that I've mentally have been undisciplined in.
Yeah. So
Monday through Wednesday that I'm here, and then I've been able, a couple weeks I've been able to come up in the morning and train with you and Elijah and the guys that show up here Tuesday mornings. I've been very fortunate. And
by the way, tomorrow we're doing 11 a.m. Might be easier for you.
Not this week. My lady won't allow me because of me leaving town. She was all the time.
That makes sense. Nope, I get that.
So, but last week every night I was on the bike for an hour.
Yep.
There's things that I'm doing to help my process, and then maintain the diet. The diet's the biggest thing. We always know that. But yeah, like I said, it's once I know I'm getting closer and I'm dropping the weight and I'm getting closer to know I'm gonna have a fight, then the goal is no bitching, no complaining. I'm here as much as I can be.
All right.
So yeah. So like I said, so the fight, guys, I can't wait to fight. I'm excited. It'll be my debut. Hopefully, you know, everything goes as planned and I come out healthy. But it's to carry that healthy lifestyle throughout my life from now on, and to represent myself and my family to the folks.
Trying to set a standard, essentially.
Yeah, because my daughter's gonna grow up, and I want them to be athletes or at least be healthy, and it starts with the head of the household. So yeah, so it's a big life, and you know, hopefully you guys. Right now I'm at 230. That's me checking in, and you know, you guys will follow me on my weight loss journey that I've been talking about for like 5 years now, just doing this podcast, and you know, let's get down together.
I like it. What are you shooting for? Before the end of the year, right? That's what you told me.
Yeah, before the end of the year. Before the end of the year, it's
you gotta give the people all the information.
Yeah, before the end of the year, you know, to get my mind right and to work on everything I know I need to work on, and it won't be a perfect, you know, but I want to make sure, like I said, I go in there 100% prepared mentally and physically.
I'm so fucking excited.
But like I said, I will check in every week now with the podcast on my weight, but done talking. You guys understand I'm going after it, and I hope.
Hey, you really want to hold that motherfucker accountable? Ask him in person.
Okay, yeah. Let's do it.
That's the way to do it, for real. Anybody
And this is
who's out there
scary.
watching-
By the way, this is fucking scary. I am petrified.
Are you?
Yes.
Like, in what sense? In the sense that you're at this point, or the fact that the road that you have ahead?
The road I have ahead.
Yeah.
man.
Oh, yeah. It's not easy. It's
then-
not easy at all. I haven't personally been down that path as far as, like, you know, going from the negative to the positive, you know, but yeah, it's not easy.
This is probably one of the first things in a long time I started doing stand-up I'm afraid.
The good thing is, though, like, whenever you start losing weight, like, once you start getting in that routine and you start seeing results, like, that snowball effect is fucking real. The second you see your first result and you get that fucking, like, you look in the mirror and you're like, damn, then it's like, all right, let's fucking go. You just get a second boost and it's like turbo just got pressed on the car, you know?
Yeah, you know, I think this is the first time in a long time, outside of my daughter's coming, that's like my goals scare me. This is scary. I don't know what that sound was.
I saw a figure walk by
Yeah, right.
entrance. I swear to God, in the window. Did you not see it?
Bro, I'm a bad motherfucker.
I tell you what,
Anyone breaks in here, I'll protect you.
It might be. Oh, we didn't lock the doors.
I did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I was about to say, because there's probably a homeless person going through
Bro,
looking for cigarette butts.
Bro, I got us.
That's a real thing. Speaking of homeless people looking for cigarette butts, your boy Nate's fighting soon.
That is so disrespectful. So
You know why I thought of that? You know why I thought of that? Because one time Nick in an interview was like talking. I can't remember. I think he was talking shit on George, and he was like, you know, he didn't grow up where I grew up from, and you know, he walks out and he sees like pretty flowers everywhere, and he's like, I walk out and I see fucking homeless people picking up cigarette butts in front of my yard. That's why I thought of that.
Okay,
just so you know, I wasn't trying to be disrespectful.
All right, please.
Speaking
don't.
of homeless people picking up
Please
cigarette
don't.
butts, Nate Diaz is fighting the GOAT, according to Keith. The fucking greatest of all time. The Thanos of the UFC.
That's
pretty much how you describe it.
Let's slow down. I just think he's
Motherfucker, you slow down. What do you mean let's slow down? You slow down.
The Thanos of the UFC? Stop. Stop. Who's he making disappear?
I'll stop when you stop. According to you, everybody.
Look.
And nobody's going to make him disappear, ever.
Look.
That's not
Nate
possible.
Diaz with his cardio,
Is that this
his
weekend?
boxing. I don't think so.
Am I tripping?
I think it is it on DC and Stipe?
That's this weekend, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. I don't know.
I don't know.
I might be tripping. Either way, though, the GOAT.
I think
I got to bring it up because, like, after we recorded that, I was sitting there thinking the whole time, like, while we were recording that episode, I was just like, he knows everybody's going to see this, right?
yeah.
And then right after that, it got released.
I stand by my words. And you know what? I don't want to hear shit next week if he goes out there and he pieces up Pettis. I don't want to hear shit. Because everyone will always come up with an excuse. So I'm sure if he beats Pettis, everyone's gonna be like, well, blah 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 blah. Pettis was no. I don't want to hear shit.
You know how he beats Pettis?
How? Fuck out of here. Anyway,
Thanos of the UFC, guys.
You know who put me in my feelings and my emotion? Kobe Covington.
Oh, let's talk about that.
I know. Actually, I don't know. But a lot of people with inside sources and that are professional fighters say it's a gimmick. I just don't like the guy. And watching him beat Robbie Lawler, I mean, it's like he's a bad motherfucker. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's an insane pace and the wrestling. You couldn't ask for anything, a better performance from an athlete. And he looks like he could be the next champion. But I just don't like him. But he knows what he's doing. And I'm buying in. I'm buying into the product.
I think Colby had an amazing performance. I don't think that he beats Usman. I don't think that he beats Woodley.
I hope not.
I don't think that's possible. Someone even said to me the other day that they don't think that he beats Askren. I think that's a tough fight, but I think he has the potential to beat Askren. I think that would be a close fight, but yeah, I don't like him either. The best part about it though is he's one of those guys that like I feel like everybody's on the same page of.
Yeah.
Because like I'll check in. I don't follow him on Twitter or nothing, but I'll check into like his Twitter and his Instagram, and like his following. As much as he's like trying to be in everybody's face, and he's trying hard. It's like painful how hard he's trying. He doesn't have much to show for it.
No, but did you see his walkout?
He walked out to Kurt Angle's "You
I thought
Suck."
that was cool. I think he knows what he's doing. Like I said, I bought it and I tried to resist it for a long time. I'm like, whatever, it's a bullshit gimmick. But now that he went out there and he whipped some ass, now it's kind of like it's almost in that realm where I want to see him lose.
I just don't acknowledge his gimmick.
I will watch his next fight, and however many
I'll watch
fights.
his next fight for sure.
Yeah. What he needs though, if he could steal anything from the WWE universe, he needs a manager that talks to him. That trash talking is horrific.
He just needs to be original, dude.
Did
He's
you
not
see-
original.
Did you see him and Usman talk?
Yeah.
Dude, that was one of the worst.
Come
trash
on,
talks.
let's go. I'm right here. Let's
Dude,
do
let's
it.
do it.
Right now. Let's go. Over here. You want to take this outside?
Dude,
let's go.
If I'm making a sandwich and you make a sandwich, my sandwich gonna be better. I'll take your sandwich. You wouldn't take my sandwich. It was like, what am I watching?
Yeah.
These are two grown ass men who could do a lot of damaging things to any, human being. And they're fucking talking about taking a sandwich from each other. So no more talking. Let's just train, get to the fight, but I'm excited.
Usman beats Covington.
I hope so. Hope he knocks
They're
him.
making that fight. The fight's happening.
Yeah, and
They talked about that today. And I think they're going to do Masvidal and Edwards.
Yeah, if it would be cool if it was like Covington, Usman, Masvidal, Edwards, and then Askren and Maia on the same card.
I would like that. I would like that a lot. 'Cause then, like, all of your questions for the welterweight division is going to get answered.
Yeah.
You know what all of the next matchups are going to be. All the next major fights.
And then, what do you think about his post-fight comments?
You're talking about the Matt Hughes thing?
Yeah.
I thought it was gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was gross. I'm trying too hard, bro.
Chael had an interesting video that came out today
What'd Chael say?
that he thinks that was planned. Because Dan Lambert, who owns AT&T, is good friends with Matt Hughes.
Uh-huh.
And he thinks that was like planned. Like Chael thinks like they called Matt Hughes and was like, hey, if Covington wins, he's planning on saying this.
I could believe that too.
Yeah.
The reason I could also believe that is because there was a lot of, I can't remember if it was Twitter or Instagram communication between Dana and Matt about that fight.
Okay.
'Cause they were either like, I can't remember where I saw it. I can't remember if they were like commenting back and forth to one another on an Instagram post or if they were tweeting back and forth to one another. But essentially, Matt Hughes was saying how excited he was for the Covington-Lawler fight.
Yeah.
Specifically, and Dana White was like replying to it. He was like, I know, I'm so excited too. And I was just like, I remember whenever I read it, I was just like, why the fuck is Dana responding to Matt Hughes like this? You know, like in such a generic way of like, yeah, I'm excited too, friend.
Yeah.
Like, when have we? What are you doing, Dana?
Right.
When have we ever seen this shit from him?
Right.
So yeah, that makes sense. I didn't think of that until you just said that. But conspiracy theories, guys.
But I'm excited.
Illuminati.
I'm excited for Jorge Masvidal to fight again. I mean, it's very exciting matchups that are coming up in the in that division specifically. Yeah. And then you got Stipe, DC.
Who wins?
DC.
Decisively?
Decisively.
So wait, by that you mean like for sure, or it's gonna go to decision?
No, I think for sure.
Finish?
I think third round. I think third round, DC finishes him.
I think it'll be interesting.
Not as devastating as it was. I think Stipe would be more aware.
Yeah, for sure. I think I agree with what I don't know if he finishes him necessarily, but I think the DC gets it done.
I mean, DC's a world beater. As long as no one in front of him is named John Jones, DC wins.
I think that both DC and Stipe were surprised at the last fight. Like, I think even DC was surprised that he like knocked him out like that, you know?
I'm sure, but DC seems like he's just phenomenal.
I agree, 100%. Like I said, I still see DC win in the fight. I just think that it was like one of those things where, they both just surprised themselves. Like, I think like afterwards, Stipe looked back and watched it. He was like, did that really just happen?
Yeah.
You know, and I think we'll see a completely different fight, but there's not. Even when DC fights John Jones, in my mind, I'm still going with DC.
Yeah,
because DC is just so crafty and he's so good at everything that he does that it's just like, I don't know. I think he's one of the greatest, man. I fucking love him.
He is one of the greatest. Stipe is one of the greatest too. People don't talk about that a lot.
They sleep on Stipe.
Stipe is one of the greatest heavyweights the UFC's ever had.
I've been saying that guy's name for years and years and years. Like whenever he first came onto the scene, he was like working with like Mirko Cro Cop and he had like the Croatian shorts on just like Mirko. I was like, that's my guy right there, Stipe Miocic. I didn't know how to say his name for the longest time.
Shout out to Matt Waters. You know who else worked with Mirko?
Wait, what now?
You know who else worked with Cro Cop?
Who else worked with Cro Cop?
Pat Barry.
Pat Barry, that's your boy, man.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, just saying. But no, Stipe is very one of the greatest. I think we'll look back in a couple of years and be like, those were two legends that fought, and I think DC comes out on top. And the more and more we get away from it, and as time goes on, I don't think I care to see a third John Jones fight.
What if it were at heavyweight?
It'd be interesting, but only if DC's interested.
I've already said it. I don't care to see a John Jones fight at 205.
Yeah.
I
know, but like, I'm just like, if DC retires, I'm cool.
If John Jones fights at 205, they better have a hell of a co-main event if they want me to watch that pay-per-view.
Johnny Walker versus Corey Anderson just got announced. Does nothing?
No.
If Johnny Walker comes out there and sleeps Corey Anderson, he's legit in top 5 now.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, this is a big jump in competition for Johnny Walker.
I'm not impressed by anybody at 205. I think they're all just fighting to see who the next person to lose to John Jones is.
Okay.
Like, I really do. Like, it just sickens me at this point. Like, I can't respect John as a competitor at this point because you're not challenging yourself. You're not testing yourself. And you're actively choosing not to. You've been in athletics your whole life and you've been a competitor your whole life, you know, from wrestling to fighting. You know when you're sandbagging. And he's sandbagging hard.
Okay. What's your favorite division?
Man. Overall or currently?
Currently.
That's tough. That's really tough. Probably 55.
Okay. Yeah.
55 or 70. I think those are the fun divisions right now, you know? There's a lot going on. There's titles that are moving. There's people that are moving up in brackets, you know? You got the 85 bracket. There's still some competitive reach going on, but really, at the end of the day, you got Kelvin, Romero, what's his name, fucking Whitaker,
Adesanya.
and Adesanya. Those are the 4 right there. Past that, I don't give a shit about anybody else. And Yoel Romero, he's old, which I know it hasn't caught up to him yet, but it's going to. I don't care what kind of genetics you have.
Well,
They're going to catch up to you at some point. And what we know about fighters that fight in their old age, they tend to keep on going until it's very obvious that you're there at that point.
yeah, but Romero's at a different point in his life. He's also like a millionaire now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So we'll see what motivation
He's got to
he
fight.
has.
He's fighting. He's
Costas.
fighting. Yeah.
The fucking that juiced up. Allegedly,
Hey, bro.
allegedly.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, I
was
don't know.
about
I'm
to say,
just looking. You look at a photo. I'm saying
Start throwing out accusations.
A lot of-
GSP
I mean,
is on steroids. What?
you put 185ers next to each other. You put Costas and I don't know.
Bro, you're what? And who? Romero?
I mean, they're identical, but Romero has that Cuban insane bloodline that, like, that's natural. He's looked at that for a long time. Costas, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe a little Bamba and the Coco. I don't know.
A little what?
I don't know. But yeah.
What about you? What do you think for the divisions?
I've always been a 155er.
I feel like that's like one of the most solid divisions as far as like even like as far back as you can remember, like across the board, because you're gonna get everything at 155. You're gonna see knockouts, you're gonna see TKOs, you're gonna see submissions, you're gonna see fast-paced fucking fights, you're gonna see hard hitters. You know, there's just such a wide range, and you could be a small, stocky guy that hits really hard and is a fantastic wrestler, or you could be a tall, lanky guy that chips away with elbows and has dope Brazilian jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean? Like there's so much going on at 155, and there always has been. I feel like that's one of the more fun divisions to watch, and there's a lot of fun fights that you can make at 155.
Yeah, you know who I used to be a big fan of?
Who?
Melvin Gillard.
Why?
I liked his style. I thought he was.
You like to watch him get knocked out.
He didn't always get knocked out. He gets knocked out recently.
Yo, when he gets knocked out, he gets knocked the
I'm talking
fuck
about,
out.
I'm talking about like back in the day, like younger.
He was a bum.
No, he was not.
Melvin Gillard. He was a bum.
No, he was not.
He was so bad. He was so sloppy. So bad.
He was sloppy, but he also would put dudes away.
What dudes?
I can't name them. They're not relevant now.
Koscheck always had his number.
Oh God, the eye poker.
Just saying.
He's a cheater.
Melvin Gillard was bad.
No,
You should have said someone else besides.
Bro, what
Melvin
was his
Gillard.
record? Where's my? Tell me.
Fucking shit and shit. He got cut, didn't he?
Yeah, he got cut.
How you gonna talk
When
to
he
me
was
about
with
someone
Greg
who got cut?
Jackson, he was a phenomenal fighter. He just had no ground game.
Nah, he just like flailed, dude.
He was like Bruce Leroy.
Bruce Leroy has ground game. What are you talking about?
Bruce Leroy gets submitted almost every time. Majority of Bruce Leroy
Still has ground game, bro.
until you get his back, and then you get his back and you choke him out.
That fight on Kimbo Slice's thing, he threw up a triangle in one.
That was Kimbo Slice, baby.
Bro, what are you talking about? Before he
Backyard
was
brawls.
even in the UFC, he's throwing up triangles.
Backyard brawls.
He's got submissions. Stop it.
Bro, anyone could you could throw up a triangle in a fucking backyard fight.
Where's your phone? Pull it up. I want to know Melvin
My
Gillard's
phone's
right.
over there. Do you have your phone on you?
Fucking.
This is
right now,
devastating.
we're having the Nate Diaz conversation right now.
I'm sorry, folks. I have to get my phone.
All right, there we go. Nate Diaz is Thanos, and Melvin Gillard is fucking Iron Man, apparently.
He's in the group.
Melvin Gillard, that's who you're fucking bringing up right now.
I'm so disgusted.
What do you mean you're just... Hey, Gabriel Gonzaga is the man. No, that wasn't the case. I'm sorry. He was there. He was there. He has a name in history. Doesn't mean it was fucking fantastic.
Sorry, folks. I'm sorry. This has to... I need to keep...
We're about to look up Melvin Gillard's very unimpressive record.
Okay. He's...
Shitty.
Chill, man. Let me get to the fucking records.
Go ahead. Pull it up.
And I said used to be. I didn't say
This is
he
a
was
fucking
like...
guy that used to dye his hair and get mad whenever he lost.
He didn't get really mad.
Every time he lost, he'd get upset and we'd get all pissed off. It's like, bro, you suck.
Never mind.
Yeah, no, talk about it. Let's go. Stop. Give it here. Give it here. Let's talk about it. He's shitty, dude.
All right.
He's shitty.
I'll tell you the record. 32 wins, 21 losses.
In the state of Missouri, he wouldn't be allowed to go pro as an amateur. That's a new thing now. You have to be above a 500 record.
He's only been knocked out 6 times. Bro, he has 21 knockouts.
Check out his UFC fights.
All right.
Let's see. Pull it up. Oh!
That's not UFC fights.
Oh wait, well, some of them are, aren't they?
No.
Okay.
Let's go. No, this. So his last fight in the UFC was to Michael Johnson.
Lost.
No contest. Ross Pearson.
Mac Danzig. He beat Jamie Varner. Lost.
Split decision. Donald Cerrone knocked him out. Remember that. Fabricio Camos. He lost to Jim Miller.
Submitted.
Lost to Joe Lozon. Submitted. And then he knocked out Shane Roller.
Who?
Evan Dunham.
Okay.
Beat Jeremy Stevens. He beat Jeremy Stevens.
What year was that?
It doesn't matter.
What is that? UFC 119. He beat Jeremy Stevens at UFC 119.
Beat Jeremy Stevens.
At UFC 119. That's got to be fucking 8 years ago.
Who cares? We still talk about Chris Weidman.
What do you mean?
Chris Weidman beat Anderson Silva, and we still look at anytime you bring up Chris Weidman, who's gonna fight soon. We always go back to he beat Anderson Silva. That's like being like, well, who gives a fuck you beat Anderson
I don't think
Silva?
that's relevant. I don't think that's a relevant stat at all. Not anymore. Not in today's.
He lost to Nate Diaz.
Oh, the GOAT, right?
The GOAT,
Thanos
okay.
submitted.
Gleason Tebow.
Yeah, bum.
Dennis Seaver.
Bum.
He knocked him out. What the fuck?
Bum.
Oh my god.
Bum. Dennis Seaver is just a juiced up German.
Lost to Joe Stevenson. All these losses by submission.
It fucking sucks.
I'd fight Josh Neer. Josh Neer was 155.
Submitted him too.
Marcus Davis. All right, cool. We're done. Sorry, guys.
Melvin Gillard sucks.
His UFC
32 and 21.
Bro,
fucking nice.
His
dude.
UFC record. He was
6-6. Something like that. It's gonna be like 6-6 or something like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was basically.
Was it 6-6?
He went even. It wasn't 6-6. I mean, he has he literally has 1, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13. He has 12 wins in the UFC.
How many losses?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Wait, let me make sure that last one. Yeah, 9. That's good for the UFC.
12-9.
That's a long career in the UFC.
That is a long career in the UFC.
Long career.
I will give you that. He did have a long career in the UFC. I wouldn't say that he had a good career in the UFC.
When he went on his streaks, he did. I mean, you gotta understand. You know, he was on a 3-fight win streak. He loses to Nate Diaz, goes on another 4-fight win streak, and then lost to Joe Lozon, who, I mean, was a bad motherfucker, is a bad motherfucker, Jim Miller. And then that Donald Cerrone loss changed his life. He's never been the same since then. But he was...
That was a nice head kick knockout.
It was weird. Remember, because it was scraped his head, and then all of a sudden...
Yeah, and he was dead, and then fucking he popped him again. Then he was really dead.
That was such a weird tangent. Sorry, folks. Or maybe not. But Melvin Gillard, I was a fan
shitty.
of. I was a fan of. I didn't say he was a fucking beast. He was never a champion. He never even fought for a title. I didn't say he was a fucking world beater. I was a fan of.
Okay. I appreciate that.
I like how every time I'm a fan of somebody, you're like, dude, you're fucking saying he's the greatest ever.
No. If you said you were a fan of Nate Diaz, I can respect that. I get down with that. I'm cool with that. When you talk about Nate Diaz like he's the fucking GOAT, I got a problem with that. Whenever you say that you're a fan of Melvin Gillard sucks. I kind of got an issue with that.
Okay.
Why are you looking back at his record?
I'm looking back at Nate Diaz now.
Oh. Nate Diaz ain't no GOAT.
I'm just looking at you beat Don Cerrone.
Did he?
Beat Jim Miller.
Did he?
He finished Jim Miller.
Okay.
Great man. Michael Johnson. Conor McGregor.
Yeah, he's got some names.
Okay.
Like I said, if you said you like Nate Diaz, I respect that all day. Even if you said Nate Diaz was your favorite fighter, cool. I get that. I can get behind that for sure. But when you talk about Nate like he's the fucking GOAT and that Khabib can't stop him,
I did not say Khabib cannot stop him.
that's exactly what you said.
That Khabib cannot stop.
Yeah.
Nate
Yes. Yes. That is exactly.
I said that.
You said that Khabib cannot finish Nate Diaz, and you
Yeah,
said,
no, he can't finish. Oh, I get what you're saying.
"Oh, I was like, what are you talking about?"
I thought you said. I was thinking of like
stop him just like in a run. Yeah.
Okay,
No.
that's what I thought you were talking
No.
about. My fault. Yeah, no, he's not finishing Nate Diaz.
Don't we have a bet on that already? Like a side, if they ever fight.
They'll never fight. Though Khabib dad said that's the next fight they want.
So I thought they were talking about GSP too.
GSP came out yesterday and said he does not want to fight. He said he has no love.
It's probably good for his health.
Yeah. But he's like, yeah, I have a family now. He's like, I have no desire to fight.
Does he have kids?
I think he does. Or maybe, I mean, he says family. Maybe I'm sure it's GSP. I'm sure he has some secret kids.
You ever heard about whenever he got abducted by aliens?
Yeah.
Or like he thinks that he got abducted by aliens? Like, dude's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It's not. It's out there. If
Well,
you guys haven't heard that, listen.
But GSP, I'm sure he has some secret kids out there.
You think he has secret kids?
Yeah. That he kept from the media?
How dare you?
Not
He's
like
a gentleman.
He's also a stud. A great looking guy.
You think he just like throws it around like that?
Yeah.
Why?
You ever see that TMZ video of him and John Jones running into each other at the same club?
No.
They didn't even know they were there.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's like they're at a club, and the reporter's like, "So you're partying with John Jones?" And he like looks over. He's like, "Oh, what's up?" Oh, GSP parties. I know people in LA that used to hang out with GSP. GSP parties.
Yeah, but you think he just like throws it around like that?
Why not?
I don't know. Everybody's different.
GSP.
Some people aren't about that.
GSP, if you're listening, I would love to have you on and talk about your.
Yeah. Hit us up, GSP. We'll get you on in no time, bro.
We can set it up. I'd love to have you on and talk about your club days.
Yeah, because I'm sure you'd be so into telling us about that.
Why not? All right, man. Anything else, man?
I feel like there is, but I can't remember what it is. What's going on?
Well, I will say, I'm very grateful for your support and everyone's support from the gym, and I'm very, very thankful that I'm here. I don't take it for granted. And I'll put the episode out, but I feel like on the last episode we read the journal, and I know it was very sad and
I need more positive entries in the journal.
yeah, but what you have to understand, that journal was a dark time in my life, and I use it.
But I'm saying the ones that you, like what you're adding to it now.
Yeah, no, I mean it's different now, but I mean that journal signifies that's my growth,
For sure.
and
I feel you there.
and me sharing it with people. I don't want every episode that we do the journal to be like a sappy, sad episode. But that is the period of my life that we're reading through. But people to understand that I'm at this point now where I'm in a better place.
Yeah.
And I made it through those dark days. And they can do it too.
There you go.
It's not like I gave up. It's not like that journal ends and it's like, and then Keith died.
Shit, it's still
I'm
going.
Here. I'm still here. I'm still writing, and I'm hoping for better entries. And yes, in the new journal, there are more positive, uplifting, as obviously because of my daughters and everything, and this gym, and the wonderful friendships I have.
Me.
And the wonderful friendships I have. But yeah, but that journal, through dark times. So I want to keep sharing that with people, but I also want people to understand that that is a period where I had to grow, and I got out of it. Not unscathed, I'm sure I did some damage, but I got out of it. And you can too.
Can't be all sunshine and rainbows. You got to see the shit behind it, right?
Yeah. But if you haven't yet, please, if you're listening, subscribe. Follow my man Brian on Twitch.tv. Brian Harris 314.
B Harris 314.
B Harris 314. Make sure you support. You know, put it on the background or watch him game.
Homeboy's gonna be doing it here soon.
Down the line, I got enough things.
It's gonna happen. Don't worry.
And then yeah, we're gonna continue to make this podcast better and better every day.
Yeah, buddy. We got some logo things that we need to talk about.
Yeah, we got logo things.
We got it. You guys will see. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
We got some things coming up. Please kiss your mom.
Yep.
Love your family. Moms. Support time. Do not let time pass them by. Cool. I'm just rambling now.
I'm about to piss my pants, so I need you to wrap this the fuck up.
All right, guys. Bye.
Love, peace, chicken grease. Gotta go.
This guy. You know what? I think I like it like this, guys. Let's just talk about. No. All right. Bye.